We are live. Good morning, everybody. It feels like Monday, but it's not. It's Tuesday. So if you don't know me, I'm Dr. Jody Dinnerman. If you're new to our group, I'm so happy that you guys are here. And chances are you're looking for solutions to make practice easier and more fun, all with automation at the foundation, with joy at the foundation. And what I want to see for you is for you to be excited about practice and for you to leave at the end of the day saying, oh my God, that was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. I also want to see you guys able to get out of the office no later than 10 minutes after your last person leaves. That if that's what you want to do, if you're the kind of person who likes to hang out and kind of review everything that just happened, totally cool. Your rodeo, you brought it your way, right? So first I'm going to say that if you're watching me on YouTube, go ahead and hit like, hit the bell, follow me, so that whenever I go live, you guys are totally with me and you're grabbing all the stuff that I'm dishing out. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about today is getting ready for practice success, getting ready to succeed in practice. And part of here's the deal. If 21 years ago, somebody was going to say to me, what are the things that you need to do to be successful in practice? My answer would have been a lot different than it is now. I hope that makes sense to you. 21 years ago plus, I would have said, well, I need to have a really nice office. I need to have plenty of room for kids to run around. I need to have a lot of toys. Because I'm a pediatric and prenatal chiropractor, so you have to remember my avatar, my ideal client is the before, during, and after mama, right? So my answer would have looked a lot different 21 years ago than it would have today. And today my answer, it would be, if you were to come up to me and say, Jody, what do you need to do to be really successful in practice? Especially if you don't want to have a lot of staff, or if you do have staff, if you want them to only do what they're really good at doing. How do you do that? How do you make that happen? That's the $1 million question, right? So here's the answer. Are you ready for it? There are two things I'm going to suggest that you do. The first thing is that you get yourself in order. You clean up your stuff, right? If there are things that you need to get strong with personally, whether it's physically or emotionally or spiritually, you got to get strong. Because what I know to be true is that your practice is a spiritual reflection of who you are. And even if that's not your vibe, if you don't believe in that kind of thing, it doesn't matter. It's still true, okay? Your practice is a mirror of you. So if you're in a state of chaos, I'll speak for myself. If I'm in a state of chaos and I'm an emotional mess, I'm a physical mess, that's exactly what I'm going to bring into my practice. And you guys see this. Like if you go to a practice, for yourself, if you say you go to an eye doctor and you walk into the eye doctor's office and there's stuff everywhere, it hasn't been cleaned in way too long. There are magazines that aren't relevant. The things on the walls don't make any sense to the message that the eye doctor is trying to get out there. Chances are when you meet the eye doctor, they're going to have that disconnect too. That disconnect is going to be a theme through the physical space and the person themselves. So obviously the second thing is going to be to get your physical space ready. So the first is get yourself ready. The second is get your physical space ready. So all those years ago, sure, there's truth to the answer saying, I need to have a lot of stuff for kids in my office, right? And here's the thing, when the pandemic hit, one of the things that I had to do is take all of my toys out of the office because I don't know who's sneezing and coughing and drooling all over God only knows what. So I had to replace them with toys that could be sanitized easily. And I didn't care about that kind of thing for so many years. It just wasn't on my radar. It wasn't in my wheelhouse. It wasn't something that I was thinking about. And then it changed. And my point is that as the world changes and as you change, your practice is going to change too. So thing number one, emotional clearing. Heal your stuff. right? Make sure that you're not getting in your own way emotionally. And if you're in my Practice and Joy group, we're going to do an exclusive training on this on Friday at 1 p.m. If you need to get into the group, I'll share with you how you can do that in a minute. So the first thing is emotional clearing. If I'm busy thinking about my stuff and where I screwed up or how I'm not good enough or all of the stuff that voice can just go off on, and we all have that voice, right? I'm not going to be present for my practice members. My care is going to be affected. The amount of joy, my joy radar, right, is going to be, it's going to go like this, right? And I'm not going to enjoy myself in practice because I'm in my own way. So the thing number one is you got to clear yourself emotionally. Get out of your own way. And we have a really great lesson called Work Your Shit Out. Really. And we're going to dive deep into it on Friday. Okay, so that's thing number one. Let's get rid of that. Thing number two, you ready for it? Space clearing. So in the Practice and Joy group, we've been focusing on creating vision boards. And a vision board is it's a paper, or some people are doing it electronically, which I think is really cool. Like they'll use a Trello board to have a visual of what you want to create. So I want to see you have a visual of your ideal practice, of your ideal day in practice, of your ideal year in practice. What does it look like? What are the things that need to be added to that visual experience? And again, we're going to dive deep on that on Friday in the Practice and Joy group. So thing number one was emotional clearing. Thing number two is physical clearing. If you focus on these things, if I focus, speaking for myself, if I focus on these things, if I make sure that my nutrition is in check, if I make sure that I'm picking it up and putting it down in the gym, if I make sure that I'm hanging out with the people who really make me feel like I fit in the world, if I make sure that I'm getting adjusted, all of the things that I need to do, if I make sure I'm doing one-on-one time with my kids and my husband, I'm good. I can go to the office and I can just focus on adjusting people and giving them great care. The voice is quieted, right? Physical clearing. I need to make sure that my physical space is in good shape. I need to make sure that, like at the eye doctor, you know, the things on the wall, the magazines in the waiting room, if you even have a waiting room. If you don't have staff, some of you don't even have a waiting room. But if you do, what are you offering people to read, to eat, to drink? What's the experience like? What do you want to create for yourself? These are all of the things that we're going to double click on Friday. Okay. So let me get out of this. And here's the thing. We have a group called the Joy-Filled Practice group. It's on Facebook. We're the Joy-Filled Practice group. And it's only $1 to join. It's not an expensive thing. It's not a money thing. This is just, it's $1 to join for your first month, and then it's $68 a month until you tell me you don't want it anymore. And it gives you all of our trainings with guests, our trainings with me when we go deeper into these weekly topics. So this week we're focused on getting your stuff together so that you can serve from a higher place, from a more authentic place, so that your care is clearer and cleaner, so that you leave at the end of the day. Here's what I want for you guys. I want you to leave at the end of the day and I want you to say, God, that was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. When I'm at my office, I'm like, oh my God, all I have to do right now is adjust people. This is so much fun. And there's nobody there with me. I don't have staff in my office. I don't want staff in my office. Some people do. Some people love having people around them. And when I'm in my flow and when I'm working with my practice members, I don't want another person there. And I created it so that I don't have to. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been really cool. It's been joy-filled. So join us at joyfilledpractice.com/group. Get in on Friday's talk. The invite is in that group when you get into it. Most of you guys are already signed up for it. Again, it's only $1 to join that group, and then it's $68 a month until you tell me you don't want any more. In the meantime, I hope that you enjoy your day in practice. I know that the world needs great care yesterday, and I'm certainly committed to giving you the tools that you need to do that while you're having fun doing it. I'm loving you guys from here. I hope you have a great day.